Yeah, okay, so it's engine build day. I've got new top end to go on, new intake and reed valves, new carburettor, new air filter, a load of new gaskets and rubbers. I have the side casing to go on this side and the other side. I have a new front sprocket to go on, and a little clutch spring, all the gaskets. So yeah, we're going to crack on with that. So we have a very black looking top of the piston. It's normalish, it's just carbon build-up or whatever. Inside here is all rusty, something to do with the cast iron cylinder head. Here's our piston, and what you want to kind of do is just get rid of all this gasket stuff. Get rid of the gasket. Difficult to do one hand, but there we go. And then you basically just want to shove a bit of rag down in here, so that whilst we're working on this piston and getting out this pin, we don't drop anything down into here, because that would be an absolute nightmare. So we'll do that now, and then we get pull these little springs out, I guess, or circlips, and then slide the pin out and the piston should come off. That's one. There we go. Oh. Yeah, there we go. About there. And the piston should just come off. And there we go. Okay, so whilst filming, I've encountered a problem. This cylinder kit is absolutely rubbish, and I'm not going to use it. Okay, so I'm having a bit of a nightmare. This is exactly where I am. I fitted the new piston, the rings are on, but it feels cheap, nasty and horrible. The rings don't seem like they're quite fitting it. This head and barrel feels really cheap and horrible. The faces aren't machined, they're actually still cast, so there's no way that's going to seal, is it? I mean, if you actually look, you can see there's like a gap. That's, you know, that's not supposed to be like that. It's supposed to sit flat all the way through. So even with a gasket, that's actually not going to seal. So this is trash. And there's probably going to be no refunds with that. So I'm just going to have to buy a decent kit, I guess, and go from there. But that's not going to stop me from rebuilding the other bits on it. So I've got the whole new intake to go on, the side covers, and I'll just keep this top end protected. We can still get the engine into the bike, and then yeah, we'll just have to wait until the new top end arrives till we can complete it. So yeah, let's get this intake switched over, shall we? That was a pain, but yeah, that's finally off. Just the reed valves to come out now. Now there aren't actually any gaskets on this, it's been completely just tiger sealed in or something, but yeah, nasty. So we'll get all this cleaned up and then we shall get the new one in. Okay, so that's the intake cleaned up. Okay, so that is the intake and carb done. Okay, so time's come to paint this exhaust. I'm not going to go too nuts on it, but I just want to get the majority of the rust off, give it a nice panel wipe down, and a quick coat of heat-proof satin black, and that should really just tidy it up. Most of this actually doesn't get seen when it's on the bike. A lot of it's hidden, so we'll be okay. But yeah, just a nice bit of fresh black on there. I've got to have a little bit of a tidy up and get all that covered. I don't want black going on my nice painted silver frame. So yeah, I'm going to crack on with that right now. I'm not even sure how long this black's gonna last because it looks quite cheap, but we'll see. I've given the two exhaust pieces a quick scuff down. I'm gonna panel wipe them now with degreaser, and then yeah, just give them a real light coat of black and see how it goes. So that's the exhaust painted. It's not perfect, but it's going to look a little bit better once it is on. So yeah, the frame and all the parts are all painted, ready to go. The exhaust is now painted and ready to go. I have a few bits down here which need cleaning up, polishing and back to blacking. I'm not going to bother cleaning this rear mudguard slash underfairing and chain guard because they're completely busted and I have some new ones. So brand new chain guard, brand new mud slash underguard, whatever you want to call this, straight from Yamaha. So they will be fitted once the bike is built up. So even though this chain guard and this rear mudguard is brand new. I've actually coated them in Cerakote as well, because it's actually like a protection layer as well, so hopefully that will make them last a little bit longer and protect them. And as for these, well, this is going in the bin. Okay, so I'm kind of making a hell of a mess here, but I can't believe how well these are cleaning up. I've literally just left it in the CLR for about 10 minutes or so, pulled the bolts out, literally a quick wipe over with some wire wool, and yeah, a wash off, and they look nearly brand new, which is awesome. So what I'm actually doing now is I'm getting brand new bags out, because I don't want to put them back in the old dirty bags for all these bolts that I've set out. And what I'm doing is I'm just letting the bolts dry on top of their bags for a little bit, try not to get everything muddled up, and then I'm going to put them in their bags later once they're dry, and I shall probably just squirt a bit of WD-40 or something like that in there, just to kind of seal them up and prevent any rust in the future. And then yeah, they're ready to use after that. So just for reference, this isn't the best obviously, but just for reference, this is the kind of finish you can achieve compared to that, which is gross. And obviously the more you sand and the higher the grades you go through the sandpapers, the better this finish gets. And then I just finish off with some polish. Well, I'm not gonna lie, the back one still looks a little bit rough, but the front one's cleaned up pretty well. This one was just so much more damaged, but I'll probably go over it at a later stage. But for now, these are gonna get assembled.